What's up guys, Mike Moo here. This is a straight up uncut unboxing of the new GoPro Hero 8 Black Edition. So there were some people who are getting one of these GoPro devices for the first time. I've owned the GoPro version 2, 3, 4, 5. I skipped number 6 and number 7, and now here's number 8. Alright, so I remember that these were kind of notoriously difficult to open properly. You can't figure out how the heck to open some of these things. So yeah, this will be interesting. Okay, so at the bottom, there's actually a blue tab that they want you to go ahead and use to open, and that's the whole idea behind all this. So I'm going to go ahead and open that up. And I apologize, this is completely on manual focus because I did not bring a sufficient autofocus lens to work with this. I didn't want this to be zooming in and out as I unbox this. So hopefully most of this stuff remains in focus. Okay, so that's number 1. See, that was pretty easy, right? I remember before it wasn't so obvious, so now they learn, just pull the blue tab on the back, and this whole thing just kind of stays together like so. All right, next we have the actual GoPro unit, and let's take a closer look at this guy. This is seeing it for the second or third time in person, and I have to say it's a little bit different from the other ones. It's like smoother, edged out. And okay, so to remove this for packaging purposes, they have this. This is like a bracket holder to keep the camera attached to the clip. So you got to flip that up there, like so. So flip that up, and then you can just pull this out. All right. Now, this is one of those spacers. I think you can actually purchase this thing separately. Let me zoom in on that so you can take a closer look at it. Okay, so turn up the light a little bit. All right, so this is a spacer that it says you can just go ahead and flip up, and as you can see, what it does is it keeps it from being pushed in, so that it won't fall out of the casing. There's actually a remove plastic piece here, and that is that's actually explaining to you how to go ahead and remove something that is really only part of the packaging. So then what you want to do is you want to unscrew this over here on the left hand side. Okay, now the camera comes out, and this is the piece that you want to remove, this plastic piece. So to get to that, let's see how we can get to it. It's this plastic piece surrounding this whole thing here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so the way to do it is right here. You lift up here, see that? And that just comes out. So this piece you can go ahead and toss. You don't need it. This is really purely for the packaging only. So you can completely remove this. You can put it in with the rest of the packaging. That's okay. This is what you want to keep. Don't remove this rubber piece. This rubber piece is integrated as part of it. My previous GoPro units didn't have it so nicely done. So this is an improvement over my previous GoPros. Okay, now we have the GoPro. And clearly this is one of the headlining features, is that this now is built in, so you don't need a whole separate frame. So I love that. So this is the way it's supposed to be. Let's slide that right in there, and then you can go ahead and then just screw that back in. No problems there. Okay, so that's that. That's pretty easy. Let's see what else is in the box. Talk about GoPro Plus. And then, oh, there we go. Look at that. So there are some other things that they want you to know, including flipping out the battery door screen. Okay, so this goes like that. You see that with my fingernail? And then okay, so let's show that one more time. All right, to open up this door, it just looks like the battery door. This is just a manual focus again. To open up this little battery door, let's zoom in here. Let's get this in focus. Okay, to open this up, use your fingernail, flip that until it's red. Okay, the red obviously means caution. That means it's not locked in place. Then just push up here. See that? That's how this thing opens. All right. Now, that will probably happen to a good part of you at some point in time. To stick this back on, you got to look very closely at this. Just look very closely at it. And basically, in order to put it back on, it has to be like this. Okay, it can't be clipped like that. It's got to be clipped like that most likely. And you just kind of pop that back in there. It's going to take a little bit of effort and practice. But don't worry, they made this such that it is, there we go. Push that in. Just push it in. See that? Next time, just be careful not to flip it all the way out. And close. You got to open this up to close it, right? Then push in here and do that to lock it in. So now that's completely locked in and completely weatherproof. This is probably something you're going to have to watch again sometime in the future in case you forget. So flip this open with your fingernail. Go like that. Now you have access to the battery. This is where the micro SD slot goes in there, and that's your USB-C port, which I presume is not weatherproof because you have this whole thing covering it. Okay, so that's how you open up that door. I don't think there's any other doors. Yep, that's it. That's the main door you need to figure out how to do. Okay, all right, so they kind of explained that here. If you need help, I presume their customer service is fantastic. You got 2 little stickers, GoPro stickers. Everybody has a ton of those. If you buy them, it's a bunch of important safety instructions. You probably want to take a look at those at some point, but pretty much most of it is common sense. And we have the new battery. Now you'll want to use some of these newer batteries and not some of the old ones. And the reason is because these new batteries were designed with better specifications. Worst thing is you set up for a whole shot and then you find out that you did a crappy battery and it ran out of power before you got the shot. So my suggestion is, I've tried a whole bunch of other third-party batteries. GoPro still makes one of the better ones. You do get what you pay for. Yeah, there is some margin in there to pay for it, but you do get what you pay for. If your shot, if your whole thing is about setting up that shot, do it. Other non-essential stuff, go to use third-party batteries. Looks like that you only get one of these now in the basic kit. And of course you get the GoPro USB-C cable. And this is basically the same cable that I've seen in the earlier GoPros, starting, I believe, with the GoPro Hero 5. So you only get one of those. Now here in the rest of the box is absolutely nothing, except for a security tag. In case anybody tries to run out with one of these GoPros. I'm sure it's one of the more popularly stolen devices. So look, you only get one of these. Kind of feel a little bit gypped there because in the past they used to give you at least a couple more, but now you got to get in a package. All right, so once again, get the battery in there. Fingernail. Let's see how close I can focus here. Fingernail. Let's do a closer focus here. Close up. Fingernail. Flip this down, then flip up. Don't open it up all the way. Probably not a good idea. And then you just align this like so. So this part, this side, just push it in. Try your best not to. Let me see. Let me double check. Let me check the alignment. No, I apologize. It's actually this way. So the logo facing up. Push that in there, and then push down, push it in the lock. Now it's locked and ready to charge. And if you charge it up, then it's ready to go. Okay, that's it for this unboxing. Hopefully this was useful to you, and of course completely uncut. There are going to be other videos by other people that go over a lot of the other different features of the GoPro. I don't feel like I need to do that, but if you do want to see me create something like that, let me know. I don't typically do a lot of crazy action sports, but this would be, ideal for those vacation trips that I make, and also for snowboarding, things that I might use this for. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and plug this into charge. It doesn't look like a charger is included. You can definitely use one of the faster chargers, probably it will charge a little bit faster. And so looking forward to using this camera in some of my future videos. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.